Welcome to the Science of Prompting for Midjourney version 6. This video is the third in a series of videos I will produce on version 6 as it continues through its evolution. The images I show near the end of this video, created with these prompting principles, highlight the surprising prompting accuracy of version 6, even in its early release. As this video shows many V6 examples, I'll provide a link to all prompts for the example images. Today, I'll give you the best advice I've accumulated thus far for version 6 prompting, including some great methods to prompt accurately and to prompt for multiple subjects or multiple characters in an image. I'll also revisit the ability to use text in your images. As a foundation for today's instruction, I begin with 3 key points. 1. Midjourney V6 accurately processes more words in a prompt than version 5. 2. Instead of keywords or short tokens, V6 depends on natural language to guide the full results of the prompt. And 3. Version 6 allows you to independently describe attributes of 2, and often 3 different subjects in an image, including the relative positions of the subjects. These capabilities were not possible prior to Midjourney V6. Let's talk about the V6 capability to process more words in a prompt. Prior to version 6, the first 15 to 20 words of a prompt guided most of the image results. Here we have an image rendered for a Roman Colosseum scene, as interpreted by version 5.2. Notice that the birds and the chariot, called out in the prompt, are missing from the image due to 5.2's limited capability. Here's an image produced by version 6 using the same prompt. Note that the birds and the gladiator's chariot were properly recognized and rendered by V6. This is because version 6 processed all the words in the prompt. If enough memory is available, V6 can interpret between 300, even 500 words in a single prompt. Let's begin our version 6 prompt science discussion with 2 foundational principles. Principle 1. Be visually descriptive. Get what you want in your image by using visually descriptive adjectives and adverbs for prompts in version 6, and therefore avoid junk tokens and words like the ones shown. Examples of visually descriptive words include abstract, atmospheric, crowded, matte, neon, rustic, and surreal. I'll have a list of many more visually descriptive words in the document I include for image prompts. If you want a photorealistic shot, instead of using 8K or other junk tokens, begin the prompt with a photo of, or a portrait of, like the prompt shown. Principle 2. Make good use of artistic styles. Your images can be unique and very special when influenced by a specific artistic or photographic style. Just name the style in the prompt by using the phrase, "in the style of," as a scene modifier. This result is close to artist Yuko Shimizu's original style. To minimize Midjourney's default style influence, add --style raw and add --stylize 75, then monitor the result. You will likely get something even closer to the artist's original style. If you want your image to really pop with color and realism with the underpinnings of a named style, omit --style raw and use --stylize 700 or similar. I think this is an amazing result. See one of my several videos about styles for more style ideas. Now, let's turn to natural language processing. Since Midjourney version 6 can process many more words, the AI has enough room to process full natural language sentences rather than short, individual keywords. Here is how I may have described an image for a simple nursery rhyme in version 5. And here's the result. This image of Jack and Jill is okay, but in version 6, I can freely add to the prompt with natural language and influence the overall results precisely and reliably. For best results, experts suggest using proper English sentences with proper spelling and punctuation. For example, in this prompt, I describe what Jack is wearing and doing by referencing his name and by using natural language. And I also do the same, referencing Jill. Then, I describe a little more about the scene. And finally, I specify the artistic style that I want for the image. This image is a great result, in my opinion. Now, I'll review the advantages of this version 6 prompt structure through examples. While there is no single prompt structure that is best for every image, you'll see good examples where the structure we used for Jack and Jill works very well. The basic structure may be one you're already familiar with. The structure, though not required, is helpful in V6 for conveying accurate details about a single subject or about multiple subjects in a scene. Begin a prompt with a general description of a subject or subjects, along with any top-level action you want to see. And then you include more details about the subjects and scene. I showed an earlier example of how version 5.2 has challenges processing this structure. The next prompt specifies the subject as a basketball player, along with a camera shot angle and the main action of the subject, which is dunking a basketball. In the natural language English that follows, I refer back to the original subject, adding details about the subject's actions, and then adding information about secondary subjects. The first part of the prompt tells the AI about the main visual objective of the image. The remaining parts of the prompt add important visual and positional details. We can see that these images produced by Midjourney V6 are true to the original prompt. Next, I'll show how to reliably describe multiple main subjects and where they are placed in the image. In this case, I want an image of two people arguing about paying for the food at an Italian street cafe. I have the main subjects and actions described at the front of the prompt. Since the prompt tells Midjourney up front that the core subjects are people, I refer to the female as the person on the right in the back reference, and then the male as the person on the left in the other back reference. Those back referencing descriptions to the man and woman are called callbacks, and are key to the structure for describing multiple subjects or characters. We see that the positions, ethnicity, and clothing were conveyed to the AI in the callbacks, and the results look very good. Here is the prompt structure for multiple subjects or characters. Subjects and actions, followed by callbacks, followed by any further details or styles necessary. Now, I'll turn to prompting for subjects that are neither humans nor animals. I'll prompt for a scene in a produce market. I want to define a scene showing 3 different baskets of fruit. I want the basket on the left to be filled with apples. The basket in the middle is to be filled with lemons. And the basket on the right is to be filled with oranges. And here is the excellent result by Midjourney V6. I have to say, I was surprised at how well this worked in the initial release of V6. In the next prompt, I'll show you how individual prompt subjects can also be letters or text in version 6. I begin the prompt by telling Midjourney that I want 3 white letters on a wall of graffiti. Next, I have callbacks for each letter, specifying which symbol I want for each letter, along with the specific position of each symbol. And here are 4 variations of the resulting portrait image. Again, the AI did quite well, rendering the letters according to the top, middle, and bottom positions, as referred to by callback sentences. For the last demonstration of the callback prompting structure, I'll use a prompt to create an image of people in a coffee shop. Up front, I declare that my subjects are 3 people at the coffee shop counter, and they are visually positioned in a line, or in other words, a row. I specify that the person in the foreground is wearing a red shirt and a baseball cap. The next person in the center is wearing a blue shirt. And the third person in the background of the image is wearing a yellow shirt. And here is the result. Another very nice job by V6. I'm hopeful that this overview of version 6 prompting science will assist you in creating rich and accurate prompts when in Midjourney. I'm looking forward to near-term software updates that restore additional features we had in version 5.2. Give us a like if this video provided benefit or enjoyment. Thanks again for your support. See you again soon. Bye-bye.